What's up? What's up?
It's your boy Average.
It's your boy Joji.
We are the Space Case Podcast, the podcast where we talk about music we enjoy, etc.
Where we discuss your and our favorite music.
Is that how it's gonna work now?
Ooh, huh?
Is that how it's gonna work now? I say it
think
wrong
so.
and you correct me, or
Yeah.
I say it right and then you add on to it.
Yeah. I mean,
I'm
that's
down with
kind of the story of this podcast, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? You fumble it and I kind of, you know what I mean? I make it look pretty. I give it that extra sauce. Because, you know what I mean?
No,
I am the boss.
but you're
Shit out Rick Rouse.
but you're back.
I'm back. I took no loss. Back from Sacramento.
How was it?
It was cool.
Hot?
That was amazing, man. It was,
I didn't know Sacramento was 10 hours away.
yeah. Bro, it's
I
9
thought-
hours away. You could drive
Fuck.
right now and be there.
Right
quick.
now.
Yeah, like it was hard not to take the plane, but my dad wanted to take the plane. Saved us 8 hours because it's only an hour flight. Like, probably a little less, but
You took the plane? Oh,
it was like definitely, doable driving. We wanted to get a rental, but that's what fucked us up. So we're a big family and we wanted to travel as a family, so we wanted like a 9-seater truck
yeah.
that we wanted to drive down there, and it's the same as a flight. So we're like, we'll just take the flight and then get a car rental, and then that's what we did. I was driving through the streets, bro. California drivers are fucking crazy. I know it's like overrated meme or like overrated or oversaid statement, but
I thought, really?
those fuckers cut you off. They zoom, but it's beauty within it because I'm wondering why we have so much traffic here in Portland.
But it's worse over there.
And it's worse over there, but they make it work somehow. Like I was stuck in traffic, so the first Saturday, we're in this rental. I'm in a Tacoma truck, so it's a heavy truck.
Yeah.
It's a new driving, new set of traffic and different speed laws, whatever. Either way, on that Saturday, we wanted to go to the Golden Gate Bridge,
Yeah.
which is 2 hours away.
From Sacramento?
Yeah.
Damn.
And then, they wanted me to drive, but I was driving up there. Fucking horrible, man. Horrible. And then my brother and his girlfriend and my sister, they got there 30 minutes before I did. And they're like, what fucking took you so long? I'm like, well, I don't fucking know. Like, y'all from here. Because my brother's girlfriend was driving. She was going like 90. I'm like, you going fucking 90?
What the hell?
And with my nephew and niece in the back. But that's the way they roll.
Like
I didn't
everybody,
get it.
not just
Every fucking buddy, because on my way back, I'm like, I want to go back to the hotel so bad. So I'm driving back and I'm just cutting people off. I'm just picking my lanes accordingly. I'm not being an asshole at all. But
yeah.
there's weird openings where you got to catch right away. And because it just goes, bro. So I remember we had to go meet up at this little restaurant from where we come from, San Francisco. And I was only like 5 minutes behind my brother and his girlfriend because I basically just like, I understand how California does it. And you just got to mesh with them. If not, bro, they're going to pass you by. Like,
damn.
15 minutes, saving 15 minutes down there saves you a lot of fucking time.
That sounds like a rough life.
But overall, it's good, man. It felt like one of those dreams. It felt like a dream, bro. Just because that's how I know I enjoyed it, because I'm like, damn, everything happened so fast.
That's the fucking worst.
Yeah. When's your next vacation? You don't go on vacation. Why don't you go on vacations, bro?
Because I don't get the money.
I don't got money. I'm unemployed.
Hey, but you got the time. I don't got the time or the money.
That's a vacation.
What?
A vacation is when you make time and you save money. No one has money for vacation or time. They make it a thing. You have to manifest a vacation. It doesn't sit on. It doesn't just boom pop up.
And I don't know when my last vacation was. I think it was maybe.
Was it an E3?
Yeah, that was 2 years ago. Almost
Damn.
2 years ago. My last big vacation. I think I might take Nat though to San Diego this year for her birthday. Take her to the zoo.
The zoo. I'm like, there's something.
Put her
popular
in a
San
cage.
Diego.
No, I'm kidding.
Chill. No.
I'll put her in there with the lioness. See who wins.
Man. Nah,
They're both fierce.
her ass gonna get tore up. The fuck you doing? Oh, you just trying to get rid of her, huh?
Nah. I
Why
just
not,
see how
man?
tough
Just-
she is.
Just pet the lion real quick. Pet the lion real quick. Nah, man, vacation's well needed, bro. Everyone should take a vacation. I don't want to hear nothing like money, time. It's like, bro,
No, I know
that's what a vacation
I
is.
can do it, but it's like I don't know what would be worth it right now. You know,
A fucking peace of mind, a getaway,
you know we gotta
a
go.
restart button.
We still gotta go to Joseph in the summer.
Oh yeah, that's not a vacation. That's a trip.
No, but if we fucking make it, I mean, kind of would be if we do it on the weekend. Take a day off, like on the so it's a 3-day thing. Airbnb the bitch.
Oh, like spend the night there.
Yeah, not just fucking because that's
I
fucking
call that
tough.
a getaway.
Huh?
I'll call that a getaway. A
What's the
vacation is a
difference?
complete fucking experience, bro.
You don't
Going
think
to
Joseph was an
It
experience?
was,
You
but
saw squirrels you've never seen before in your life. You saw birds you've never seen in your life.
oh yeah, no, I definitely saw them fucking birds, whatever they're called,
The quail.
quails. Shout out to your quails. Sounds like an insult.
What?
Sounds like it's offensive to somebody.
Quail? You fucking quail.
Yeah, it's just like what the fuck you call me?
It's hard to fucking pronounce it as it is.
But nah, man, take vacations in your life, audience, man. Like y'all deserve it. Doesn't matter if you don't have time or money. That's why you make it. That's why it's called a vacation. A getaway is also
If you
necessary.
go homeless, it's a vacation, all right?
Oh, that's a long vacation. That's you know what I
It's
mean?
extended vacation. Permanent,
Yeah, permanent.
possibly, unless you got that golden voice and you get, discovered.
Yeah,
Get put on radio, on a podcast.
Ooh,
We were
they put on the
unemployed.
shit, man, you know what I mean? I'm unemployed, so you know what I mean. I'm working though. I'm unemployed and I'm still working, bro. Come on, bro.
Working how?
Applause for me.
Working how?
I'm here working, putting hours here, bro. I'm still going to the gym. Not as
Ooh.
much though, because not having a job just takes you out your momentum, your rhythm. That's it.
Go in the morning.
That's where I go.
In the morning?
Yeah.
Like, I'm talking like 7 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah. What?
Because then it'd be like going to work.
I don't give a
Then you got
fuck.
the whole rest of your day to conquer,
Bro, I'm in no rush right now
For what?
for to go for a job. Or not for a job. To wake up at 7 in the morning. Like I can't wake up that early
I wake up at 4:50. I thought you used to.
for work.
Yeah.
Not because I fucking want to.
Oh, yeah, me neither.
I love sleeping in.
Yeah,
I
me
stay
too.
until like 10.
I stay up to like 11, 12.
Yeah, I probably hit 11 sometimes, but I started to put a snooze little alarm. And I'm like, I can't go. My friend told me this. Like, he's like, my day feels over past 11. Or if I'm in bed still when it's 11, my day feels ruined. It kind of just caught on. So I'm like, all right,
Really?
yeah, I don't want to stay in bed till 11 then. So
What if
I
you
just gotta
stay up
get
till
up.
like 4 o'clock in the morning? Which I'm
Oh,
sure
no.
you do.
Nah, I stay till like 1. 1's a good time. You know what really wakes me up? I mean, what keeps me up is when I just sit there in my room and listen to music. That's it.
You do that? You wake up and you start listening to music?
Bro, at night,
Like meditating
at
type?
night and in the morning, music sounds amazing.
With headphones on.
With headphones on,
I know. I hadn't heard music in headphones till like last week, and it fucking hit different.
bro, it's a whole experience. I love listening to music at night or in the morning. That's why, like, when I wake up in the morning, first thing I do, I just play a song out loud or a podcast out loud, and it keeps me entertained enough. So I'm like, all right, like it won't put me back to sleep. That's more effective than a snooze alarm.
I hate when you how you have the option to make music you like your fucking alarm.
Yeah,
That shit ruins it.
Yeah, I never do that.
I did that and ruined like 2 or 3 songs.
My brother had this Drake song. It was the funniest shit ever. I think it was Redemption by Drake on his Views album. Forgot how it goes, but it was a good song, and he fucking spoiled that shit for me. So, all right, man, you ready to discuss some music?
Yeah, what you got? Cause I don't got shit for music.
First, hold on. Today is 2/24, the date. So it's the memorial for those that passed during that incident with Kobe and his daughter.
Oh yeah,
Today-
yeah. I seen
It was
his service
yeah,
at the Staples Center.
at the Staples Center. So yeah, again, rest in peace to all the victims.
Yeah.
And
I saw like Michael Jordan was there.
yeah, you see his little iconic moment now.
No, I mean I just saw.
You know
it.
he has like a crying meme.
Oh yeah.
He was crying during his
Speech.
speech, and then he mentioned he's like, I'm gonna have another crying meme after this because his face was just flooded.
Oh,
And then
shit.
there's other little cool things, but I mean, I still haven't watched it yet. I don't really want to watch it right now.
Watch what, the memorial, the
yeah,
service.
the people that give their speech, especially his wife. I'm surprised his wife did that.
Did what? She set it up.
No, she gave a speech, a 21-minute speech.
Oh fuck.
I'm like, and me and my friend were talking about this. I'm like, would you be able to do that? I was like, no. And then I don't know. It was. I was thinking, I'm like,
But
and I
you
saw
know,
little Duval tweet this. He was like, if I pass, I told my partner that she doesn't have to do that.
yeah,
Cause I'm like, that would be tough to do.
probably hit. It's probably like different though, like having kids, like your mentality. Maybe she felt like she needed to for them or something.
Oh yeah, no. I'm definitely appreciative. That's why I'm most excited to hear from her, uh, and just see what she says. I know my mom was watching; she was tearing up. So I'm like, it definitely was powerful. So recipe some, but heading into music, recipes, Pop Smoke.
Oh yeah,
I
I
know
heard.
that happened.
I heard. I don't even know what happened to him. It's crazy. I feel like literally at least once a month somebody's is passing away.
Yup. So that's what's basically becoming a big topic of conversation in hip hop right now.
But
But
what was his? What was his?
the way, so he was murdered, um, due to So there's speculation. So I'll just give a quick summary that. So for those that don't know who Pop Smoke is, he's a Brooklyn 20-year-old rapper that was basically popping and just dropped the album. I think like 2-3 weeks ago. Um, he dropped. I think it's called Meet the Woo, and it was a pretty good project. But I'll get into that later. So that was him. He was in Beverly Hills, basically promoting it on the West Coast, and he was in a nice rental home for the night, having a party. Stayed up to like 4 in the morning, and around like I think like around 4:30, there's supposed to be like people thought there were robbers,
Yeah.
so they go infiltrate his house, and I think it was like three. I think it was three of them, maybe even four.
Yeah.
But then I think some reports said six. Either way, they first initially thought it was a robbery. They fatally shot only him, Pop Smoke, and they left. But through investigation, like the cameras, they saw that these robbers allegedly didn't even take anything.
So it was like definitely like he was being targeted.
So yeah, they call it a hit, and it was due maybe some off of some stuff from that stemmed from his side of the East Coast in New York.
Yeah.
Either way, there's still questions going on about it, but that's what it's looking like. It was just a target. He was targeted during the whole basically assassination. But I don't know, bro. Like, did you kind of keep up with it?
No, I mean I just saw his name pop up and I couldn't read it at first. I'm not gonna fucking lie. I was like,
Man.
Pop, what? But I heard a song of his. Sounded pretty cool. I
He has a
forgot.
lot.
He's like, and he has a music video to it. He's like, it's like in front of a mini mart or some shit or gas station.
There's one. I think his more popular single off the album was Christopher Watkins, I think. But I think his major song that blew him up was Welcome to the Party, which was fire. I like that shit.
Maybe that's the one I heard.
It sounds like grime, like crazy. It was a new sound, bro. It was a new sound.
Yeah.
That's why he was important.
You know what's sad?
I mean, he was important. I mean,
You know what's sad though? That you type in his name, and his music videos aren't even the first thing to pop up. It's all the
Right.
news around him.
I mean, people trying to get their clicks off of him. That's what it is. But what's I gonna say with this, bro? Oh, I can't, bro. I kid you not. On everything I love, bro. During my time at San Francisco vacation, so I wanted to wake up. So I took a lot of photos. I didn't edit them because I was tired when we got home.
Yeah.
So I wanted to wake up super early, like around like 6, and I wanted to edit them and post them as kind of soon as possible. So I posted my photos. But every time in the morning where I reach for my phone, I'm like, I had a feeling, bro. Like I don't even like saying, oh yeah, I had this crazy intuition that someone was gonna pass. I'm like, I'm gonna wake up to something more tragic news. I had a feeling. I didn't during the time on vacation. It's when I came back from it.
That's when it happened?
Yeah, should have been around there. Cause I remember on vacation, I hadn't happened yet. If not, it was probably the last day I was there. But same time during the airport heading back here, I was watching this Big Sean interview with Joe Budden.
I was just watching that today.
Bro, that interview is amazing.
I liked it from the 10 minutes I saw. 10, 15 minutes.
No, cause like whatever Big Sean was speaking, I had sentiments of that where like he feels afraid for his life.
He does. I saw. He seemed like he was like scared, like,
Yeah.
or he like didn't feel too comfortable talking.
Yeah, like, but he was being super vulnerable about his mental health and where he was at. But he's like after Nip, and I feel like that's what happened for a lot of people. These had like and we'll get into Big Sean and his relationship with Kendrick and all that. But that's what made Lee kind of sparked the whole new life and it's just like someone that's Big Sean, bro. It's like I wasn't expecting him to, you know what I mean, feel like this way. But he's like, ultimately, bro, I'm from Detroit. And then we want to say Detroit's like, oh, like a whole chip on the shoulder. But it's like, he's explaining, he's like, no, this city could kill me, you know? And it's kind of like devastating to hear it.
Yeah, he seems scared. Definitely, that show was like
Yeah,
kind of
weird.
weird.
Like, he seems fucking
I'm
like
like,
genuinely scared. And it's kind of crazy because supposedly, I don't know if it's a reliable source, but they said that
or
Pop Smoke was on a call with this female the night before all that happened. And he
yeah,
was like, he he wanted to cry because he's like, I feel like I'm being followed.
Pop Smoke.
Yeah, like he said, he felt like he was being followed, and he was like on the verge of like breaking down in front of this girl. But I don't know how reliable it is. People killed her for that. Like he would never cry or whatever. Either way, I don't know, but it sounds kind of frustrating because it's just like, damn. When you look at it all, he was only a 20-year-old kid, bro. He ain't a kid, man. He was.
Yeah,
Either way,
that's
I
a.
had that weird paranoia with it, and you know, it kind of came about, and I was just like
I feel like,
weird about
I
it.
feel like I had that not too long ago, but it only because I started thinking about like all the rappers and not even just rappers, artists that we've lost in the last 2 years, I would say,
Mm,
and just like when you start thinking about it and like you feel like it's been quiet for a minute, it's like, all right, who's next?
yeah, and I heard a lot of talks about this, and I feel like it's a constant one where people are like desensitized. I think it's an America issue where people are like, "Oh, I'm desensitized to all this weird news now." I don't like the way it sounds when people say that.
What do you mean? Like they're desensitized? Oh, like they don't like it's like, oh, just another fucking killing, like it's
Another
whatever.
killing. It's another. It's
I
these
get it.
movies that are super violent.
I
It's the fascination with gun laws and all
no,
this shit.
I get it when they're because I feel that way when it comes to like school shootings
Y-
because like it was happening so often. It's like, oh, okay.
Mm, I don't like that.
I mean, but what can you do? I mean,
We could. It's not. So I forgot where I heard this, but people were like, "Not, no one cares about this stuff anymore. Why would I care about it?" And I hate when I heard that in
it's
relation to Pop Smoke,
okay.
because I'm like, bro, that's not it. And I also hate when people say it's fake love. When people suddenly, because his streams spiked up almost 400% after his passing
Yeah,
off his new recent album. I hate hearing that stuff because I'm like, not everyone's showing fake love, but we're just sometimes late, or we're sometimes
and
this
it's
is
like,
our
oh
first time
shit,
hearing
yeah,
about
yeah.
him. It's just like it's indecent exposure, but that's not the point of it. Where it's just like he still had a valuable story as whatever his demise was.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But don't tell me that we're desensitized into it and we should walk over a dead body one by one when we lose another rapper. Just like, oh, another one? Oh, boom. Nah, like Mac Miller had a whole thing. Nipsey Hussle impacted and damn near changed my whole life. I think about his story every day. And I
No.
was late to him too.
Yeah.
I mean, I heard about him, but I didn't become a big fan, unfortunately, after his passing. But he like unlocked a whole new perspective in my brain. And then I'm like, that's what someone is doing for Pop Smoke. And as much as it is, he was a 20-year-old kid that, you know what I mean, he could live his majority of his years through us in the ways that we could hear him, listen to his new album. I listened to his new album and it was like dope. Nothing that I heard and something that was just like, damn. Always unfortunate though.
I wouldn't say people are saying. I don't feel desensitized to it, even though I'm telling you it's like
Yeah.
I'm like, what the fuck?
But these
like,
are what
who's
people are
next?
saying. That's what
I
I'm
know, I
saying
get
on the
that.
internet.
But school shootings is a whole nother conversation for
Yeah, no, that's-
another fucking day.
All weird. But any news on that? I don't know. But with Pot Smoke is I think yeah, it's still being investigated and it's unfortunate, but it's not gonna be. It shouldn't look as another normal
another-
situation.
Yeah, that
But
it kind of reminds me of a like Lil Snoop, because it's like
Yep.
he was just around the same age too, wasn't he?
yeah, he was extremely young. He was
And he was actually
Meek Mill's artist.
yeah.
Yeah, he passed
I
away.
liked him when I heard about him. Like I heard a song or two, and I don't even think he ever had like an official song, did he?
I don't know. I just know he was like kind of comes from like battle rapping. It was his background.
Because all I know is like the song I heard was like it seemed like it was like a leaked version, but I mean that's all I heard. But from that alone, that leaked version, like I was like, holy shit, like this is fucking dope.
No, he's
I
clean.
wish I could have seen what he could have done.
Yeah, all of them, man. Like Pop Smoke was 20, and it's funny. I was like, when I first heard of him, I'm like, dude, this sounds. I thought he was like 30 years old.
I know.
I'm like, he looks old, And it was funny because I saw a comment where people were basically commented that like, damn, I didn't expect him to look this damn or to be this young. And then there's comments and they're like, what? He's like, bro, that's how people in New York are built. This is regular to us. I'm like, oh shit, got me a whole perspective in New York. I'm like, those motherfuckers built differently.
Nah, it's
Man.
fucking crazy. It's like every fucking state is like a whole nother country.
Yeah, it's just like people were not surprised that Pop Smoke was 20 years old. I'm like, but people in New York, it's like, man, that's regular.
What do you think we look like? Kids, children, or the
Well, on
Oregons?
West Coast, I think we're more of a surfer vibe, more of a chill, laid back. But
I feel like we're not even like, people aren't even aware of our existence yet.
West
like
Coast?
minorities, like no, in the Pacific Northwest, more specifically.
Oh, in Oregon,
Like in Oregon and Washington,
bro.
I feel it's like there's people that aren't just white there. What?
It's so funny. Like I was writing, and I was writing inspired by Pop Smoke. I've been writing a little bit more, and I wrote this bar. It was just like, why do I come from the city where I come from, where people don't come from? And I kind of just wrote it, just kind of like, oh, it sounded like a little wordplay kind of shit.
Yeah.
But then the more I was thinking about it, I'm like, bro, like fucking no one comes from here that look like me, at least. That look like me. I'm like, I don't know. And
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, like we're just Portland. People think we're whole Oregon. I'm like, no, we're just Portland. Mainly, maybe like Gresham, like the smaller cities.
Multnomah County.
Yeah, if people know that you live here. But I'm like, Oregon, yeah, majority fucking white people here. We're just Portland right here.
Yep.
So I see why the exposure. I was gonna play a victim in it, but
We need to blow up. We need to be the faces of it.
that's what I'm saying. And you know, it's crazy. I was thinking about like how this kind of made me reflect on what J. Cole said back then, how much I valued it.
What?
Where it's just
What
like
the goat say?
he was just like, I'm gonna paraphrase all of it, but he was basically like calling out people that wanted to be rappers
What do you mean?
because he felt like
People just
people idolize these rappers and can't, want to be these rappers so bad. And I think Logic also said it. But basically like I can't think of any particular bars, but you know how, like J. Cole said like it's only like ballers and like drug dealers and rappers
yeah.
that people idolize. And I felt like that was me, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's a lot of fucking people.
I think Outkast said the same shit.
Yeah. So it's just like that's what made me kind of step away from like wanting to like write and then having these dreams of like being this famous rapper.
I feel like I felt the same thing. I'm like, I feel like when we first started doing music, straight out of high school. So 18, 19, maybe 20. I felt the same way. I'm like, fuck, I just want to be a rapper. Like, I felt like I know what line you're talking about from the J. Cole.
It felt like,
but like
a SoundCloud rappers like, oh, link in my bio. I'm like, oh fuck, that's what.
But
we're
now,
looking like.
now since we like, I guess essentially kind of took a break. Like we kind of just stopped even talking about music like that, and now we're coming back to it. Like it feels different. It doesn't feel like it's just rap. Like it's actually just music and like goals and your dreams. It's not just I want the money. I want I want the attention. You know.
Nah, like exactly because I've been writing more because I've been inspired and I appreciate what he said and that, like now I had dreams like, oh, I want to write more now. It's because of like artists like Freddie Gibbs. Like he really did change my perspective on it. Where he's like, I can only write the realest shit. That's the way my best shit comes out.
Yeah.
And I feel like I think also when you said I think Black said everybody could sing.
Yeah.
But what was it?
He's like anybody can sing, but it's just like you're gonna be making 50, 100,000 songs that are gonna sound like shit before you get that one song that sounds like you, and people will gravitate towards that because it sounds authentic.
But didn't he also say like what was it? You won't think you sound good.
Oh yeah.
Singing because you're trying to sound like somebody else.
Yeah.
And that's what I was like, fuck. Like
Yeah,
I was really trying to
that.
sound like somebody else, and then
I do that. Yeah, do that same shit all the time too.
I know it was fucking crazy. And then I think basically just with me rediscovering like my Mexican pride, it's just like now I could see a vision for this shit where it's just like if I would want to do this stuff, I need to be a pillar in my community that could bridge this between a multicultural environment such as hip hop and be a representative of it. Yeah. And what really, truly, really inspired it, like right now, is this Royce the 5'9's album.
I didn't get to hear it, fuck, but I didn't realize it came out till I think yesterday.
Bro,
and I fucking forgot about it today.
It's called The Allegory.
I've only heard the songs you showed me.
Yeah, no, those songs are like his singles. They're still fire.
Those are on the album, right? I'm
yeah,
assuming.
they're on the album. That's with Upside Down, and the other one was Overcomer. But
No, I heard a different one with oh, is that the one with Ti?
that's Black Savage. It's also on there.
No, I'm talking about the one with like West Side.
West Side Gun is Overcomer. That's the one he calls out Yellow Wolf.
Oh yeah.
That song go hard.
Yeah. But damn.
And then he has another song. Well, he has Benny the Butcher on the Upside Down song, and he has Conway the Machine on this other song, which was fucking demonic, bro. It just gave me those eerie vibes. It was amazing.
Spooky.
But they had the whole Griselda movement on that album.
Damn. But you know how you were talking about where I was trying to sound like somebody else?
Yeah.
Have you ever noticed that, like, I know you have too, because I mean, I could speak for me, or whatever, but like when I'm singing and like I'm just casually singing in the car, like with Nat, and like I'm not really trying, she'll say like, oh, that sounded really good. And it's the ones that sounded way less effortless without me actually trying to sound good.
Oh, shit.
And I notice that shit with your raps too, when you just do it kind of casually. Like it's like you're almost kind of whispering it. It's like, that sounds really good.
Yeah, but
So when you don't even think about it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I've been hot.
Thinking about it less. And when I've been writing, the recent stuff I've been writing about, which is basically like, I wrote a little quick one that was inspired by Pop Smoke, but it was just basically being like, be put on a shirt or be an Instagram post. It's like basically the same thing. It was in my mind.
Oh shit!
And I'm like, that's a new being put on a shirt. Was an Instagram post. That's what I'm saying. I don't know.
Has that been said before?
I feel like it's been said before, but the thing is that it's been more inspired to be like, I like the way I said that.
Yeah.
I used to want to be like, this crazy conscious rapper, whatever. Nah, I wanted just to
speak from your heart.
Yeah, but I didn't want to look at it as like, oh, you trying to, you corny, or like you.
I know you.
I didn't want to come out being so vulnerable.
Yeah, you seem like you were definitely scared of it.
Exactly, but now when I've been writing it, I'm like, bro, I literally like am a fan of the shit. Back then, I was just trying to put words together.
I know. I went back and reread my fucking old bars, or even some of my verses from before, and a lot of it, most of it, like 95% of it was fucking garbage.
Yeah,
I feel like this verse that I wrote, or these last two verses that I wrote within the last 2 months, which I was like, I'm just gonna write to see what I can write, have been my best work yet. And I hadn't written like in 3-4 years.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm like, oh shit.
That's why I stopped writing also, because I just couldn't think of nothing. I couldn't think of more. I just couldn't think of witty ways to say shit, and I just didn't become a fan of my shit until like, mainly fucking. It's funny because I'm gonna sound like a fucking backpacker, but it was like Royce the 5'9" and fucking Black Thought. I was just like, the way they write it, I'm like, yeah, I want to be one of the best that looks like me doing this shit. And so I've been putting attention to more what I say and just try to say different shit. And yeah, this Allegory album that just came out was like, I've been lit, bro. Oh my gosh, he says some of the craziest shit ever, bro.
I definitely gotta check it out. Like, he's like one rapper that I've actually like I've been after, because like I've been hearing that one with J. Cole's one a lot,
Bob
Boat, and I'm like he doesn't sound like he's necessarily my cup of tea. Royce 5'9" is, but like the more I listen to it, I'm like, okay, and like it's definitely now grasped my attention, and I just want to dive into his fucking catalog, see what he got, cause I know he's like different than anybody I fucking listen to.
Yeah, he's like
I can't even explain it.
Yeah, he's different, bro.
It's like, I would say like in the Black Thought, which I don't necessarily listen to like that either, but like their fucking features that I hear them on, fire.
Cause his last album, Book of Ryan, made me a real fan, because that's when I was like doing some self-evaluation on myself, and that's what he did with that album, giving his story.
Yeah,
and he talks about this album, which his last album was called Book of Ryan. That's his name. It's inspired by a lot
Book
of
of Ryan.
Yeah,
is that his name?
His name is Ryan, but it's the Book of Ryan.
Yeah,
so he's like
yeah.
being vulnerable with it. He talks about his dad's like alcohol abuse, and like he has a song on there called The Strong Friend, and he's referring to himself. He's like, I am the strong friend, but you still got to remember that even a strong friend needs to be checked up on. And then he was basically talking about like suicide. And I'm like, he's 38 or like 40 or he's older than most rappers. But that Book of Ryan made me a fan, because he just kind of like gives you his story kind of shit. Kind of like, at least not puts me up to date, but gives me a good perspective who he is. But this Allegory album was like way different from that shit. It's just like
Would you say better though, or just
the better
same, just
better
different?
rapping.
Oh,
But the other rap that doesn't say that much compared to his fucking rapping
yeah,
ability.
yeah.
But the song composition on the Book of Ryan, I liked it, and it gave me, and he did more melodic things. But this one, just grimy, and he produced this album, like he made the beats on it, and he just
Really?
he did that and wrote and did all this shit. So this one was different, but
Damn, he made that upside down beat.
I'm pretty sure.
That's
I don't
just
want to give him credit
fire.
for that, but this album is one of the few albums where I would recommend to a extreme listener of hip hop, to a casual one, to know that someone hasn't even heard of hip hop before. I'd give him this fucking album because it's straight hip hop, and it's just like he breaks shit down to where you can understand it, and once you understand it, there's way more to fucking understand about what the fuck he just said.
Yeah,
It's crazy, bro. I love that album already.
that's a genius. I have to check it out.
Yeah, I'd say check it out.
Damn. All right, well that's good for Royce.
Yeah, that's good for Royce. Any other shit? Let's see. Lil Wayne, I think
Wow.
he secured his 5th #1 album.
Really?
Yeah. I
With
feel like
Funeral?
Funeral. It clinched a #1 album, so he's just like Lil Wayne, Little Goat.
Lil Goat.
I know there's another stat that I think he surpassed Elvis Presley, but I don't pay too much to all that. So that was that. What else we got? We just got
You want to talk Big Sean real quick?
yeah, we talk Big Sean.
You watch it?
Oh yeah, bro, I watched the whole interview. I'm
No,
telling
you're
you.
just talking about it.
For
That's
those
2
that
hours.
didn't
2
watch it,
hours
I'd say go
long.
watch. Huh?
2 hours long.
I didn't watch it full through.
No.
Which I watched the majority at the hotel, and I watched a little bit. No,
Oh, there's 2 parts, multiple parts.
no,
of it?
no. I just that's how I broke it apart. I was watching it throughout the days I was at the hotel.
Oh, I thought
Like when I woke
they
up.
were at the hotel because I thought you meant like that's where they recorded that shit.
No, I don't know where the fuck they recorded that.
That should be our studio.
It looked nice. It looked like it was New York.
Yeah.
But nah, that Big Sean, bro, it's
Did he say when the album's coming out? He didn't, huh?
no.
Fuck.
He said this year, I think, though, and he said before Coachella.
When the fuck's Coachella?
I don't know. I think in April.
Word?
Yeah.
Yo, that means within the next
In March.
month. Next month.
So if he drops in, bro, I'm telling you, especially after this interview, I'm like, it's gonna be way different this time, bro.
Yeah, he seems he's
Way
more.
darker this
You know
time.
what I want?
Huh.
I want. What did I say? My favorite song from his is 24 Carats of Gold.
Yeah, fire.
Shit like that, like beats like that. Like
Yeah,
you
I
can
would
definitely like rap you can heart or your fucking what's on your mind. Like it's like your
Well,
conscience.
Off of his Overtime song, he said he wants to restore that feeling back in '04 when he's in his closet rapping. So he said he's in that, but the dope positive note about this is that he's saying, I decided in the album before that, I think is it Dark Paradise?
the one before this,
Before I decided,
probably Dark Paradise. I think it was
it's
Dark Paradise.
Paradise.
Yeah,
He's saying those two were kind of made from that dark place that he was in.
yeah. Because
So
I
he-
saw what's his face. Joe Budden was saying that he could definitely hear like there was like some dark, even though like obviously it was implied that it was dark, but he could feel like a dark side from him was coming.
Yeah, so he said, yeah, like those past 2 albums were that, but this next one is like in a different space, and so he's like, I think Joe Budden also asked him like, do you feel like you haven't told your fans everything? And then Big Sean, without hesitation, is like, yeah, for sure. He's like, I have so much to tell him, and I feel like I've been holding out on him, but that's gonna change. I'm like, bruh, Big Sean,
Down, down,
bro.
bro.
I just appreciate him.
I no, watching that interview though, I did realize that like it's crazy how he's kind of considered one of the greats from
Oh,
like
he's a great sure.
generations.
Especially,
But I know, but he constantly gets slept on. Is what I'm trying to say.
Oh yeah,
But I'm saying it's like I think it's crazy like how much him, J. Cole, Kendrick, Drake, maybe Wale share.
Wale for sure. Meek
No. No, I'm saying in the fact that they stay away from social media,
Oh,
like interviews, like getting this type of attention. Wale is a
no.
little different.
No,
'cause
yeah,
he does,
Wale isn't. He's out.
Yeah, I'm
he's
like-
always like in these shits, but I fuss with him.
Yeah, but like I think it's crazy like how that formula works so well for them, and like today Like I'm talking about like super well, like where their numbers are fucking platinum.
bro. Yeah, I was just
Compared to
talking about
today, like rappers that came out like mumble rap when it came out, what, like 26, like hard, like everybody was there.
that.
Like a lot of those rappers, majority of them like fell off as of right now, and it's like I don't think they're hitting the same fucking numbers or have that same hardcore dedicated fan base without. And they're doing it also obviously like a different generation. They're doing it with social media with the help of that. And these rappers are
They're from a different era at this point.
like, I'm wondering if somebody could do that today.
What?
Be like them.
Yeah.
Where you could stay away from social media and all that shit and still be as poppin' as them or as the people that are right now.
I would say so.
Let's do it.
I mean, if I was like them, I would have no choice because I don't fuck with people. I don't really like talking to people. So I would just be huh? No. Logic does it weirdly, bro. I was just being genuine. I just like never really been in the scene of everything. I don't really like it. But
Bro, let's go to the club this weekend.
Nah, that's what I'm saying. I don't know. On that point, I was just talking about this with my friend today. We're talking about Weeknd, and he also has a announced album, March 20th. After hours.
Oh, he has the same formula too.
Yeah, I didn't
harder. It goes deeper
it
than
fucks
anything.
my mind up because I'm like, how the fuck? Like, because my friend and a lot of people fucking just fuck with the Weeknd. I don't really I don't really
Fuck
listen
with him like that. Yeah,
I just don't really listen to him.
I don't
much.
get it either. I'm on your.
And his hype is just crazy. I'm just like, bro, like I don't ever see him. But somehow he's always in every fucking shot of every award show, and he's just everywhere. It feels like he's a pop star. I'm like, how is this pop star? Not to be condescending about it, but like he's major, bro.
He seems to me like what Frank Ocean could have been if he would have continued making music.
That's kind of
kind of like with the weirdness.
What kind of yeah.
Like it's like distant.
Frank Ocean is like in that Beyonce, Rihanna, Hive.
What?
Yeah. The Weeknd, I put him up with like Drake in the way that Drake is not, and J. Cole. Like
really?
The Weeknd kind of he moves like J. Cole, and I'm like,
but you know why he doesn't do interviews?
Who?
The Weeknd.
Why?
From what from Fars, remember Fars?
Yeah.
Well, he said, well, you know, everybody listening.
Our highest listened episode.
Yeah.
The one with the Akons. Shout out Fars. Got us 300.
On that one, or he fucking loves The Weeknd from the beginning, but he was telling me he's like a super fucking fan of The Weeknd. He was telling me that he doesn't like doing interviews because he's not necessarily like the most educated, and if he's like insecure that if he were to do an interview, that he would say something wrong or incorrectly or pronounce it wrong, and he would get like ridiculed for it.
See, hold on.
He's like he just doesn't think he's bright, so he doesn't want to be on camera and embarrass himself.
This is me right here, just being that fucking person that doesn't really believe these celebrities. Same way like maybe some other artists say, like they struggle from extreme anxieties. It's a good point where like you don't want to press him about it, but these celebrities are smart, bro. So he's just gonna straight up say, "Nah, I'm just dumb. Like I don't want to do interviews. Like I'm dumb."
Hey, but we protected fucking Summer Walker over this.
Yeah, but at the same time, I see this shit as entertainment. I'm not saying fucking go up there and sing for me and dance for me. No, I'm just saying like y'all have a certain privileges that cannot be denied just because people fucks with you heavy.
Yeah.
So don't deny me of some bullshit and you just taking my money. And
but we don't need fucking interviews.
I don't know. Yeah, I'm not saying that. I don't care about the interviews, but don't like cop out like that to me.
Don't give me a reason.
Huh?
Like, don't give me a bullshit reason. You're saying?
Don't give me a bullshit reason
that
like,
you think it's a bullshit reason.
Like I'm uneducated. Like, get educated or like fucking
read a book.
Produce the interview. Like these other fucking major stars. Like these other stars produce their own interviews and make it look like it's authentic. So I'm like, just do that. You're big enough to pretend like this is a real authentic interview, but you're the fucking producer of this shit. At least whatever.
Yeah.
Just don't give me no bullshit. Like, oh, I'm collapsing from heat exhaustion right now.
Shut the fuck up.
I'm like, come on.
But I am on the same book or same page as you on where like at least especially with the Weeknd's early stuff.
Hold on. I just went on that rant and I completely forgot we're doing a podcast. Like I was just generally speaking from the heart, bro. That was crazy.
You're gonna get
I blacked out.
You're gonna get killed for that.
Nah, I'm pretty sure.
Well, no, you said some ignorant shit, bro. Shut up.
Yeah.
I'm kidding.
I'm just saying don't give me no bullshit. What are you saying?
on the Weeknd that I really don't like his early stuff. Like it's like the sound is so fucking weird. Like I just personally don't fucking understand it. I remember me and Fars having fucking arguments over fucking who was better, Miguel or The Weeknd. And I'm like, Miguel, bro. He's like, nah, The Weeknd.
And one of my friends said he put The Weeknd in his top 5 favorite artists,
Of all.
and I was clowned him. And then, but that was way back then. I'm like, you fucking like The Weeknd? I'm like, you're a fucking weirdo. But I mean, The Weeknd's crazy.
Hey, I like him. I like him now.
The thing is that this After Hours, single, his single
Oh, shit,
After
I
Hours.
didn't hear that one either.
I didn't hear it, but it was like a 6-minute track, I think, or 5-minute
Really?
track. Yeah.
Oh fuck.
And a lot of people saying it remembers them.
Reminds
It
him.
reminds them of his older shit. And a
Mhm.
lot of people say his older shit was like just
The
amazing
best, I
legend.
know.
Yeah. I don't get it. I'm just like, I don't want to do all this. I don't. The Weeknd, I don't know, man. I have a beef with him. Nah. I just
I don't like his. I don't
catch
get
on
his.
to it.
I don't get his other shit either. Like it's like sounds like eerie. Like
yeah.
it's
but
like
people
very, very like it's experimental, but that's not even the right word for it.
yeah.
It's I don't know. I personally just don't understand it. But I
But-
did feel the same way about Frank Ocean too at first. But
Yeah,
now
I don't
fucking,
get Frank Ocean.
No, I
either.
like him now.
I still haven't really listened to it.
Like Bicycle, like every single song that's popped up, Novocaine, a lot of his shit. These are probably singles, but they're fucking like nice.
But it was funny because I was like, my friend was like, he's a pop star talking about fucking bitches and doing drugs. I'm like, that is kind of crazy because I remember seeing that at a Nick Choice Award or some shit.
Yeah, he doesn't seem like the type.
I'm
to
like,
be doing.
for real, he looks like he's just he's dope.
I could
fucks with
see
him.
it actually.
I'm like, he's like the opposite of Bruno Mars, bro. Like they're, I think, just as popular, and they almost look the same to me.
No.
But it's just like one's more of a dark attribute and one's like of a light attribute.
Okay,
And that's funny.
Does your mom know who The Weeknd is?
No,
Yeah, my mom doesn't either. Does your mom know who Bruno Mars is?
I don't think so.
Really?
Maybe because the Super Bowl show he did with Beyonce a while ago. But I don't know. My mom would recognize. Oh, that's Bruno Mars.
No, a song, not by looks.
Nah, not even a song. Maybe that Uptown Funk. But that was like one of the biggest songs ever.
Grenade.
I don't know. Either way, I fucks with all of them, man. I fuck with all y'all.
Way to save yourself. No, you a fucking hater.
Nah, you got anything say about Big Sean? Anything else? This was about Big Sean.
I can't wait. I
Um,
want both the previews he gave us with Single Again and Overtime. I want that. All that. This whole album. And I want 24 Karat of Gold.
Overtime was fucking crazy. That's one of my favorite songs.
At first,
ever.
I didn't really like the second half because the beat changed
that was
drastically.
fire.
I just didn't like the beat switch. Like I wish it would have been two
I
different songs. But now I fucking like it because it's like he works with that transitioning, and he kills it.
No, I fucks with it. But one thing we got to say is that he cleared up his
his beef with
his-
Kendrick.
yeah, his alleged beef.
Nah, Kendrick was like, "Fuck you, dog. I'm Sean Don."
So again, with the passing and Nip's hustle, Big Sean felt like he felt like, it didn't sit right with them. And he felt like he should reach out to Kendrick, who is also a West Coast, West Coast legend.
Yeah,
And so he wanted to make amends with them, like just get amicable and see if they could, be peaceful. And he reached out to them. Or let's first say that when Big Sean heard that there was a diss track
yeah.
towards them,
Which was what, the Hard Part 4
I think it was the Hard Part 4.
or Humble?
Maybe both. But I think it was Hard Part 4 because he said in the freestyle that he did in the Hard Part 4, bro.
I forgot what he
fucking crazy.
said. What did he say?
He said a lot of shit in
No,
there.
but what did he say that was supposed to be directed towards Big Sean?
Sit down or a little bitch or some shit.
Is that what it was?
A lot of I can't. More shit. It's the Hard Part 4. Crazy. And he did that in response to what people thought Big Sean was dissing Kendrick.
That rapping fast like an asthma attack?
Yeah.
That does,
I'm not amused by y'all rappers rapping fast. Sounds like one big asthma attack off
When
of
you-
no interviews.
Yeah, I never understood that because that to me, Kendrick is not to me the one that I recognize for one that raps fast. Never.
I didn't either.
So
And
I'm
he
like-
said that. Big Sean said that.
I know that's what I like. That when he said that, then I'm like, yeah, what the fuck? Like, why did people even think that?
It's the internet, bro. And then this is the powerful part where Big Sean said, I made a mistake in all this. And I totally hard because he was like, at first he's like, yeah, I was blaming Joe Budden because you guys were making this narrative, but then Big Sean like basically said like, I learned to control my own narrative and to speak up, and I always thought I didn't ever think like that. My bad. Like I usually would think like if there's any drama involving me, I'll let it die out. Sometimes it doesn't die out, and other
It can get worse.
people control the narrative where it goes, and that's what happened. So Big Sean thought he should make amends and then talk to Kendrick. And
Think Kendrick's on this album?
bro, I hope, bro. I hope.
I would like if they did some back and forth, like a verse where it's back and forth.
Nah, I would want one verse, bro. Kendrick could do the hook. Just Kendrick, I don't know where the fuck he been, bro.
His album, bro.
But
This year
Big
too.
Sean, bro. Most anticipated album besides probably SZA if she announced one.
Kendrick.
But yeah, I guess their beef. Oh yeah, their beef was never there, and it was the fault of people like us. I would want to have seen that though,
That beef?
cause I know Big Sean would fucking.
Nope.
Kendrick's my favorite rapper, bro. But Big Sean, bro, I feel like he has
think
that
he'd get-
wittiness in that punchline to.
I think
Send
so too,
Kendrick
but
on
I
his
think
way.
he'd get clowned though, because he's more of
yeah.
a backpack rapper than actually a good kid in the Mad City type rapper.
Hey, and I think this was the perfect opportunity to show people that he's not that. And Kendrick got lucky.
Yeah. Ah.
Same way if
Nah.
Wale goes at J. Cole, Wale's gonna flame him because he's
Okay, I
poetic.
could see J. Cole. Yeah, I could see that.
Wale,
one.
y'all fucking with him right now,
Yeah,
bro.
I could
People
see. I
clown
could
on
see
him.
that. I could see that. I don't know how J. Cole never has stricken me as a one that would go for a beef.
And I think Drake can kill all of them. Drake just has that.
Nah,
He has that punchline.
Nah,
He has
he can't kill
the
Kendrick.
charisma.
Not,
Yeah, he probably can't kill Kendrick. I give you
he
that.
can kill everybody else but Kendrick.
Yeah, probably
'Cause-
Kendrick.
Because if Pusha T was as a little bit more hood than Kendrick, I would say Kendrick could do the same shit Pusha did.
Yeah. Nah. I don't even give that to Pusha T. Because I think Drake said it best in his interview where he's like, he just dropped a bomb. That's it. I could sleep well at night knowing that he did not out-rap me. He just made a good move in the game of chess. That's
guess
all
that's
you have to
true.
do. It was a surprise factor that we gave him. Either way, Big Sean the GOAT. What else we got?
Well, I wanted to cover real quick because speaking of, so kind of we're on the topic of Kendrick. Eminem had made a statement about Kendrick Lamar
Yeah.
in an interview with some guy named Crook.
King Crook, you know who King Crook is?
Nope.
What the fuck?
But he asked him. He said,
West Coast legend.
He said, I always wanted to know what's your perspective on people with longevity, such as yourself, adjusting to the new era of hip hop. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Quote. And then Eminem said, yeah, that's another one that's another one of those things that make it fun too, is being able to watch Cole and Kendrick come up and seeing how great they were right off the bat. I don't know. I can't predict a flow or pattern. I can never predict anything. It's the same thing getting on a track with Kendrick. I can never tell what the fuck he's gonna do because he's such a chameleon of styles, and he can fucking do pretty much anything, right? And he's so proficient at it. He's so good at it, and you don't know what you're gonna get. And he says that to me is like a top tier lyricist.
Yeah.
Like so he.
And also in that interview,
This one you heard that one?
yeah. No, I didn't. I'm gonna listen to that interview. I've been watching King Crook. He did some with I think he did with more rappers. This is a little show. That's dope. But Eminem, I didn't know he had a song called "Till I Collapse" on one of his older albums, where he actually ranks the best rappers, his best rappers.
Oh yeah, and I think he said he just added Kendrick and
He
J.
added-
Cole to his top 9.
And he added one more.
Let me see it. Really?
Yeah. So he
Yeah.
said, I forgot how the ranking goes. I think he might have said Jay-Z's the best rapper. Then I think it might have been Biggie. Either way, it consists, I think it's Biggie, Andre 3000, Tupac, Nas, himself. Basically, the everyone knows who would it be. And he added, he's like, King Crook was adding, like, would you add anybody else in that list? He's like, oh yeah. He's like, I'd add Kendrick. You got to put Cole. Then he was about to move on. He's like, oh, and Jonah Lucas. And I was just like, what? Cap.
Really?
Jonah Lucas is fire, but like,
He seems to me like one of those rappers that will just never get the recognition he I think he could get just because maybe like the way he is, but he is versatile with the shit.
Well, I think a recent kind of tweet off of Instagram that he said was that
I mean, it's weird for him to say that though, but yeah.
Jonah Lucas said that he's putting out some original shit right now because he got a lot of hate for remixing other people's song. You know how when he just
like
remixed a
Gucci
lot of
Gang?
people's, and he fucking just killed it.
Yeah,
And that's when people are like, yo, this dude crazy.
yeah.
And then
But that's weird because that's what mixtapes were back in the day.
it was, but nowadays it's different. So people just like, oh, you're just jacking other people's shit and just trying to do it better. Till Joe Lucas like, all right, like I'm gonna take a break. I'll drop my original shit and get back to the shit I was doing, so y'all can't say shit.
Yeah,
And so I'm excited for. I am a big fan of Jordan Lucas. It's just that
I just like the one with Chris Brown a lot. His track, Stranger
that
Things.
shit go hard.
Yeah.
There's this one called Winter Blues that was fire off his I forgot what tape it was.
I'm not a racist.
That shit would blew him up, and that's when he
I
should
know
have
that
took
is.
off.
No,
That ADHD album's been like, I've been waiting for that shit forever, bro.
it's not out yet.
No, that's what I'm saying. I think he's dropping that shit in increments, like I was saying the other time. And he's gonna just
New
release it.
wave.
But Jordan Lucas, Eminem's top 10. All right,
All right. You wanna wrap it up there, or do you wanna continue going?
just got one more. I feels like all of Tidal's catalog is now merged with Spotify because the new King Los's Goat tape and his other more bars. Some of my favorites were always on Tidal.
King Los was on Tidal the whole entire time.
I guess because he was never on Spotify with those albums.
I don't think he was ever on anything.
He was on
those
Tidal.
albums. With
yeah,
those,
yeah, he was on Tidal.
really?
Yeah, because I remember I came to your house to listen to that shit. I'm like, what the fuck? Tidal got it.
Word.
Dr. Dre's The Compton soundtrack.
That's on Spotify
Yeah,
now.
it's on Spotify.
I was, when I saw the fucking King Los shit, I was like, man, maybe something happened with like their deals and they expired and now like they can be on everything.
No, I think it's just Tidal and all because remember when
No, 'cause
we
Tidal-
announced that Jay-Z finally
Yeah.
released his catalog to Spotify.
Yeah, but Tidal was, Tidal. Compton wasn't exclusive to Tidal. It was exclusive to Apple for 2 weeks before it came out everywhere else.
I don't know because the only way I could find it prior to the Spotify shit was only on Tidal.
No,
I never went on Apple Music.
yeah, but because Dr. Dre had to deal with Apple. That's why he released it 2 weeks prior to it on being on it. Same with fucking Drake did the same thing with Scorpion? No. Views. Views was out 2 weeks earlier on fucking
Apple Music.
Apple.
Fuck
But
Apple.
I'm
That's
wondering
fuck-
I'm just wondering if those fucking things I'm wondering if
know.
those
I was
fucking
like,
things
whoops. They got the bag.
they're gonna give us the bag.
They should give me my laptop back. That shit still doesn't work. Y'all fucked it
you
up.
turned it in?
Nah. I'm talking my laptop, man. That shit still don't turn on since I updated
But you
it.
said give it back?
Like they should give me they should fucking fix that for me, bro. They broke my damn computer.
Have you gone to them?
Nah, I should though.
How the fuck are you
Yo,
gonna fix it?
They're probably gonna tell me some bullshit.
I don't know. But I gotta put that on my Spotify shit now. Compton.
Yep, Compton. That was a really dope. It had some dope ass crazy songs. That genocide song.
I
Was
know
amazing.
everybody fucking hates it, or everybody that grew up with 2001 or Compton with the first one.
They hate
Straight
that
Outta
Compton.
A lot of people fucking hate this album,
Really?
like older heads.
I would
Like,
imagine.
they just
yeah, yeah.
they're like it's not.
But
what-
it sounded like it was a soundtrack, that Black Panther album. That's what I'm feeling like this was, and it was just overseen by Dr. Dre as the head producer of all this shit. But maybe it was just his last album. I don't know.
I fucking love it.
I like
Love
it.
9 tracks. Anderson .Paak, that's where I found him.
Ooh,
He was like on 8 tracks.
Conway the Machine did a dope ass bar about Anderson .Paak.
Talking shit.
No.
His big
he was
teeth?
freestyling. There's a freestyle that the whole Griselda was on fire in the booth. Y'all should watch it. But fucking Conway killed it. He was just I forgot what he said, but he's like, I smile like Anderson .Paak when I get handed the pack. I smile like Anderson .Paak when my dealer gives me the pack or some shit like that. But that shit was fire, bro. Smiling like Anderson .Paak.
He's always cheesing.
He's always cheesing.
I don't know. I heard the best one in
That's fire.
heard the best one on Wild 'N Out. I forgot how it went. But they said how because God
yeah.
packed them teeth
Oh,
in your
yeah.
mouth. I was like, oh, I know why they call you Anderson .Paak because God packed them teeth in your mouth.
No,
Chico Bean. But you good or do you want to keep going on some other shit?
no, I'm good.
All right, we'll talk that other shit later.
Yeah.
With our next guest, Kanye.
Yeah.
Next week's guest, Kanye West.
Oh, wait, wrapping up?
Yeah, did you not want to?
Oh, no. I was. Nah, yeah, I'm good.
You straight?
Oh, where's your bars over here? Do you got one?
I came unprepared
All right,
today.
then. We'll end it off on that one. I got a bars over here. Chill. I meant to say we'll end it off on whatever on this. I've been following a lot of like YouTubers that do have their own photography channels, and there's this one guy. He just seemed like maybe as young as me, but he with the bar. I don't know if I could do it justice, but let's see. Let's see if y'all can get it. Oh, here's a dope one too. Damn, bro, I must have Alzheimer's because I don't remember asking. That's gonna be my little comeback. Hold on. Oh, this one. Took me a while. It said the desire for a positive experience is a negative experience in itself, but the acceptance of a negative experience is a positive experience in itself. It's a paradox.
Wait, what? What?
So the desire for a positive experience is a negative experience in itself. So I remember there's times where like even with this podcast, I'm like, I'm gonna have a good ass podcast today. Cause I'm ready for these topics and all this shit. And when I'm done with that, when we do the podcast, is some of the ones I don't like. I'm like, I don't know. Like I was hopeful. Felt like I was prepared. It was a positive. Like I was expecting to go so well, which was the negative experience.
Yeah.
But the acceptance, when you accept the negative experience, like, all right, I learned something from this negative experience, which will turn itself into a positive experience.
Yeah.
So it's just kind of like, it's not but one of the positive ones. It's not really positive, but it's just like expect nothing, but I forgot how the other one goes. Expect nothing, but want something. I forgot how it goes, but it's kind of like it's like when you are neutral with everything. Just be neutral with everything.
Like Luffy.
Like Luffy. You know what I mean?
That was dope. I got one actually.
Oh shit!
I heard it from a show. He said, I'm a man. I stand up when I dump.
I'm a man. I stand up when I dump.
Yeah. You get it?
Nah.
You know, when people say, it's like, you a bitch. I bet you sit when you pee. This guy's such a man. He stands up when he takes a shit.
That's kind of funny.
It was off New Girl, the Damon Wayans Jr. He fucking says that they're clowning him. He's like, I stand up when I dump.
That's kind of funny.
That's a bar.
That's a man. That's a grown man.
Ooh. All right. You good?
Yeah.
You straight?
Hell yeah.
All right. As always,
yeah, y'all.
Remember to follow us on Instagram at the Space Case Podcast, on YouTube at the Space Case Crew, and listen to us on Spotify, Google Play, SoundCloud, and Apple Podcasts.
Boom.
And that's about it.
YouTube.
I said YouTube. Space Case Crew.
SoundCloud.
We got a funny new video,
Spotify.
by the way, if you haven't seen it yet. So.
Oh yeah, go check that one out.
Juan edited this one. Yours truly, his truly, you know.
And we got this new camera. Hopefully y'all liking it. Hopefully like right now I'm like sweating because I'm fingers crossed that it goes well. Cause I'm looking at it right now while looking at y'all and y'all looking back at me. That in this moment I'm praying, crossing my fingers that this shit going smooth right now. Cause I just spent my refunds taxes on this shit, $900.
For all we
know what I mean? For the bag.
For all we know, that shit stopped like fucking 20 minutes ago.
That's what I'm saying. I'm looking at it, hoping it didn't. So for y'all, if y'all seen this shit right now, that's how you know it went well. And that's how you know I'm highly favored. By God.
Amen.
Amen.
It's been your boy Average.
Been your boy JLG.
We the Space Case Podcast and we out.
We out. We're good.